Hey, welcome back to New Rockstars. It's me, MT, and according to Deadline, actor Chiwetel Ejiofor has been cast in Venom 3. But time out, isn't he already Mordo in the MCU? What's going on here? What character in the Venom universe could he be playing? Let us analyze what we've seen in the Venom movies so far to see if we can try to figure it out. Let's go, Speculation Nations. Ever since Venom crossed over with the MCU and became part of that narrative, anything is possible now. But what's even more possible is for you to be styling in these new freaking Nerd Riot not shop shirt of Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's go. All right, so although Venom 3 is still in early production with story details being held close to the chest, we thought it would be fun to try to make our best educated guess as to who Chiwetel Ejiofor could be playing given what we know about the Venomverse so far. And I can't think of a better way to start this list off with the god of all the symbiotes, Null himself, the dark reason for the symbiote season. In Venom 1, we learned that the symbiote Riot came to Earth along with Venom in an attempt to find a world for their symbiote people to feed on, because we are delicious. And the movie, of course, ends with Venom and Eddie blowing up Riot's rocket to prevent a full-scale alien invasion, because they're nice guys. But although Venom and Riot only mention the symbiote home planet of Kilntar in passing, it very much seems like both Venom movies are setting up the audience for an adventure that lets us explore Venom's roots, especially given how Venom 2 ended with Venom trying to teach Eddie about the multiversal hive mind that connects all symbiotes together right before he's interrupted by Doctor Strange's spell.
We all have a past, Eddie.
You hiding stuff from me?
80 billion light years of hive knowledge across universes would explode your tiny little brain.
What does that even mean, man?
Well, let me give you a taste then.
Because while Venom 1 and 2 were mainly meant to show Venom exploring Earth as a new playground, Venom 3 will probably be about Eddie discovering more about Venom's homeworld of Kilntar, specifically the origins of Venom's homeworld and how it came to be. And those origins are closely tied to the dark primordial entity, Null, the very old-ass, creepy-ass man that created the symbiote race in the first place. Null is truly one of the most powerful kings of darkness in the Marvel Comics because not only did he create the symbiote hive mind, but before he created Venom's species, he was actually the one that forged All Black the Necrosword, the weapon Gore the God Butcher wields in both the comics and the MCU. The symbiotes exist partly because Null lost his Necrosword to Gore and was experimenting with a way to forge new dark weapons to extinguish the light in the universe. Having Chiwetel Ejiofor play the dark god Null would be a fantastic way to continue Venom's narrative while also introducing a massive threat to all the symbiotes that Eddie and Venom cannot handle alone. However, lucky for Eddie, he's not alone anymore, because if you remember, the ending of Venom 2 had this little fun moment.
Monsters.
By movie's end, it appears that Detective Mulligan has acquired his toxin symbiote like he has in the comics as a result of Venom and Carnage's shenaniganery. And if you know anything about toxin from the Marvel comics, you'd know that, much like movie Venom, the toxin symbiote was very much all about being a lethal protector and was even training under Spider-Man at one point in order to learn how to be the best hero that he can be. A lot of people ask me how I'm able to stay focused researching all these videos, and honestly, it's this. One-Shot Energy Chews are a healthy and convenient energy boosting supplement candy for gamers, athletes, YouTube hosts, and everyone really. Well, this is chewy, this is good. They make energy chews and focus chews. The focus chews are my go-to, but it just depends on what you need. Each energy chew has 75 milligrams of pure caffeine plus 600 milligrams of additional nootropics to give you a serious energy boost that works immediately as you chew. Focus chews really help me concentrate and give me a natural boost of energy with B, C, D, and E vitamins, plus zinc to help with the immune system support and the amino acid tyrosine. Both energy chews and focus chews are plant-based, naturally sweetened, and designed to give you the energy and focus that you need without a bunch of fillers and chemicals. Get started with One Shot Energy today by going to oneshotenergy.com/newrockstars for 10% off of your order. That's oneshotenergy.com/newrockstars for 10% off. So this being the case, and knowing that Eddie Brock has finally embraced his role as a lethal protector at the end of Venom 2, it is highly likely, in my opinion, that we're going to see Venom and Toxin team up against a shared enemy in order to protect the home planet of their hosts. And since both of these symbiotes are connected strongly with Null, Eddie and Detective Mulligan learning to put aside their past differences and work together to save the world from darkness would be a natural continuation of the Venom story, while also serving as an origin story for the entire symbiote race. But if Chiwetel Ejiofor is not playing Null, another character Ejiofor could potentially play and knock out of the park is the Venomverse version of Norman Osborn. We don't officially know if Norman Osborn exists in this Venomverse universe. We do know that early versions of the Morbius trailers did have an Oscorp skyscraper in them at one point before Sony inexplicably decided to wipe all traces of Spider-Man from the movie. It's almost like the whole No Way Home spell affected the trailers too. Since we also know that Morbius and Venom exist in the same universe,
I am Venom.
along with other Spider-Man universe elements like the Daily Bugle in Morbius and an astronaut Jameson in Venom 1, I'm willing to bet a variant of Oscorp still exists in the Venomverse, especially since the Oscorp building in the Morbius trailers has the same Oscorp logo from the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but on a different building. And also because Michael Keaton's Vulture does appear to be flying with wings extremely similar to those that we see in passing in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 as well. And with Spider-Man freshman year set to introduce a black Norman Osborn variant that looks suspiciously similar to Chiwetel Ejiofor, him playing Norman Osborn would be an extremely perfect fit. And finally, I cannot in good conscience end this video without mentioning the very real possibility that Chiwetel Ejiofor might not be playing any Sony Marvel character at all and could just be in Venom 3 as MCU Mordo himself. Because if you remember the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, while Venom didn't exactly do much of anything in MCU 616, he still nonetheless became a massive threat to that MCU universe and multiverse by leaving a little bit of his symbiote goo behind at the bar. And knowing from the No Way Home sequel Multiverse of Madness that both 616 and A3 versions of Mordo are extremely against a friends to the natural law like Doctor Strange's, Thanos's, and Scarlet Witch's, I can easily see either one of those Mordo variants coming to arrest Venom for putting the lives of innocent beings at risk by leaving a piece of himself behind. Because remember, the symbiotes across all the universes are connected no matter what universe in the multiverse that they are in. So sorcerers in the MCU probably view symbiotes as one singular multiversal threat. Much like any one follower of Dormammu would be considered a multiversal threat due to the multiversal Dormammu's influence, like they're connected to a multiversal being, so therefore each one of them are a multiversal threat. The Mordo from the 838 universe that we met in Doctor Strange 2 is the most likely to be the one to arrest Venom due to his ties to the Illuminati and their multiversal knowledge and endeavors. And since he is the only member of the Illuminati left alive after Doctor Strange 2, so I can honestly see 838 Mordo founding a new Illuminati council of just Mordo variants so they can go around the multiverse correcting abominations to the natural law like Venom and Doctor Strange. And maybe even Peter Parker after that stunt he pulled that apparently sent people to the wrong universes. But yes, those are who I believe Chiwetel Ejiofor could be playing in Venom 3. I really hope that he's going to be Norman Osborn or Mordo or both, because I feel like those are just the most exciting casting choices. But who do you want Chiwetel Ejiofor to be cast as in Venom 3? Let us know in the comment section below. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. You can follow me at MasterTainment on Twitter if you guys want to see me tweet some weird shit. I love you guys times 3,000, and I'll see you guys next time.